Cyberfrog 3 is live right now on Indiegogo. Link in the description below. Oh boy, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to a beautiful Saturday morning here in the Pine Barrens in sunny New Jersey. Great to be with you. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, and of course, comic skater, activist, anti-woke activist, I would call myself, right? But I'm not going to do that without explaining what it means to be anti-woke or woke, right? I saw this on Twitter, and it just bothered me a little bit in its kind of glibness and its kind of cartoonish view of what we're fighting and what we're up against. The word wokeness, this is what is written here by a fellow named Dan Vasco. I think is on our side. I've never spoken to him. I think he's more like hangs out with the Friday Night Tights guys. But he, like them, he just kind of says something like, come on, guys, a bit of wokeness doesn't hurt. After all, history proves that Marxists always know when to stop. ... Right, guys? A little sarcasm there. My attitude about this is we kind of are approaching the precipice, if we haven't already tumbled over that edge, of a word like woke becoming as cartoonish in its kind of dogmatism. Dogmatism a word? It'd be a great word if it was. The same way racist is. Racism is when applied to you by, or to something by the radical left. Racism doesn't mean anything anymore. It used to be very specific. It used to have a definite, intended meaning, and it was a scary thing to be called, right? But it isn't anymore because everything is racist to the left. They'll apply the word racist to anything that they don't like. And I worry that we're right on the edge of having that happen to us too. And the way to avoid that, in my opinion, is to define what woke means. Make sure that you understand what woke means, and then whenever you're posting something like this about woke, just explain it. Let people know, especially, the people on YouTube or here on Twitter, what we would consider to be our thought leaders. Oh, God help me. Please make it clear that you understand what it means to be woke, and then try to educate other people so that they know too. In case you don't know, what does it mean to be woke? All right, so there are people in society, unfortunately, who believe that there are two classes of individuals overall. The oppressors, okay? Bullies, in other words, victimizers, and then the oppressed, the victims, okay? The people who are being bullied by society. Usually the oppressed class are assigned a marginalized status. They're considered to be disadvantaged because of the color of their skin, because of their gender, because of their sexual identity, their preference, any one of those reasons that most people would consider to be uncontrollable. Like these were, this is just who you are. It's in your makeup. You didn't choose to be black. And you didn't choose to be, Asian or a woman or any of these. Well, some people are choosing to be women, or trying to anyway. But that would be considered a marginalized person, and those people are disadvantaged by society according to, and the rules, like the way things are built, according to the left. And therefore, we've got to have some, leftist saviors who have decided that it's their job to artificially rectify those problems. That's what it means to be woke. And so they'll do that. They'll try to artificially rectify these inequalities through something called equity, which is to advantage some and disadvantage others through various things. Hiring quotas are one of their favorite things. And they feel like, this needs to happen so that there is eventually equality. We will disadvantage the advantaged, we will advantage the disadvantaged, and then, I don't know, the world is going to be a better place somehow, and Disney is going to make more people happy and entertained, or who knows what they think this is all going to result in. But that's what it means to be woke. Okay, we're going to disadvantage what we perceive to be the advantage, and advantage what we perceive to be the disadvantage, we being the left. So once you understand that, just saying a bit of wokeness doesn't hurt, it seems so glib, it seems so silly. it's not really a laughing matter. I think it's harmful. It's harmful to a lot of things, but my concern is the arts. I think, the people who are on the internet talking about Disney, and they're pandering to racial demographics that they consider to be disadvantaged. That's what wokeness is. It's damaging to storytelling. It's damaging to art. It makes propaganda. And it's also, the worst thing is it's really patronizing and dehumanizing to people who didn't know that they were somehow disadvantaged by the world. It's like, in our opinion, I think in my opinion, everybody has, everybody should have equal opportunities, but there will never be equality of outcomes, and that's kind of the way it is. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I would just be careful to, again, be careful about using the word woke in a way that doesn't explain what it means to people and what you mean by it to people who may not know. Because looking in on this, it just seems a little bit silly, like we're just no better than the woke themselves. Hate to see that. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. If you have any additions also to like what my definition of woke is, I'd love to hear that. And thanks very much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Follow All Caps Comics on Twitter or X or whatever @CyberFrogHD. And be sure to check out all our links in the description below.